I was waiting for others to join. Is it clear whatever we discussed yesterday? Any doubt in this?
No, also.
Okay. Azure, right? This is where we are right over. So let us try the scenario what we discussed yesterday. Hope you remember. We'll just review 2 minutes. So what we are going to try, how to create a pull request and what is the actual process which is followed in the organizations. Okay. So for this first, same thing, we'll repeat the same thing what we have tried yesterday. Creating a feature branch, all those things, check in, check out all the information. Have steps here. First, git pull origin master. This is the ideal practice. Every time when you are doing any changes to your local, it is always a recommended practice to do the pull because other developers might have checked in so many changes. Then git branch, create a branch, whatever it is, then change that branch as an active branch. Then we will edit the code with so and so. Then push the changes to this here. Right? Then creating a pull request on it. Where do we do this? We have to go to the portal. Okay. Here. So you need to click on create a pull request. Now, if you want, you can add a reviewers. Like once the pull request is created, the reviewers is going to get a notification, email or even he can log into the portal and he can check. Then he can approve by reviewing. Then he can check out back to the master, then pull the changes, whatever has been checked into the remote master. Then you can delete the branch. Delete branch. Okay. Always git pull origin master. We'll do git pull origin master. Yes, it will be up to date, but because I'm only the person who is working, so it will be up to date most of the time. But in real time, that is not the case, right? So that is the reason we'll always pull the code first. Then what is the command to create a branch? Git branch feature slash F2 I'll use. Yesterday we created F1, right? Okay. Now if you see git branch, sorry. F1 is of no use actually. We have completed yesterday, right? You cannot delete a branch if it is an active branch.
We need to change it, and then if we want to remove, right?
Minus D feature slash whatever it is. F1 is not required anymore. I don't want to create confusions. So branch is deleted. Recheck it, just git branch. Now we have only F2 and master. Perfect. Right? Now how to switch the branch? Git checkout is the command to
Check out.
switch the branch. Now just check here. Now active branch is F2.
Oh, I have a question here.
Yes.
So let's say we have three customers master and then two branches features F1 and F2.
Charan,
Uh,
a lot of background
okay.
noise is there, Charan. You
Yeah.
can.
Is it audible now?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, now it is better.
So if we let's consider we have features F1 and F2 and master, and then
Mhm.
if I want to check out uh, if I want to check out from the current feature like F2, will it go to by default? Will it go to master or will it choose F1 or something like that?
Checkout is just a swapping of branches between the branches. If you
Yeah, yeah.
if you do the checkout of F2, it will go to F2 only.
Okay. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. Sorry. Whatever the name we give, it will go to that. Fine.
Huh.
Get it.
Now you do some change here. What will do? My current branch is F2 now. Let's say I will modify something here. Changes in future F2 now. I'll just change to F2. Okay, that's all. Some change. It is not. Save. Now my future development, assume my future development is completed. In reality, it may take more time to complete this thing, but the number of files will vary. That's all. Right? Now, what is the steps? What are the steps now? First thing you need to add. I'll do git commit. Let's say F2 completed. Since we have not staged, I'll use the -a option. Right? Now see here, git log F2 completed. This is the SHA ID, which is a commit ID, which is a unique ID. Okay. Again, to come out from the log, Q is the command to quit. Now push it. Git push. Which one I am pushing? Feature F2. What I'll do, I'll just give this. Okay. Where am I pushing? Origin. Something wrong here. Will it work? Definitely it will not work because purposefully I gave the wrong name. So when you are pushing, the name should be same as what you have locally. So because I added extra one, that is the reason it is not pushing. Now I'll just go ahead and delete this. Okay. Now just pushing. Right. Make sure the branch name should be the same as local. You cannot push any random name without any random name. Okay. Now I pushed it. Can we see this new feature branch in my portal? Here, right? Post files. Master is there and my F2 is also there. Right? Now if you go and check in master, okay? If I go and check in my master, this is my master branch. You can see here under which branch I am right now. It is still in F1. I'll just change this to F2. See here, F2. So the changes, whatever you have made, those changes will be reflected only in this branch. This is what we have done. We have created a remote feature branch now. Now we'll create a pull request. Okay. See here, as soon as you swapped your branch, here you have an option to create a pull request. Here you can see the content of this branch into this branch. I am creating a pull request to merge the changes of this branch into this branch. Give some complete whatever the description and add the reviewers here. Right? So we can add by default reviewers also. Let's say based on your project, assume you have some fixed number of reviewers. By default, we can add it. Let's say what tools I'll use this guy as I can add a number of. Who am I right now? Just to demonstrate Azure demos. So I will add myself as a reviewer so that I can show you. So I can add like this. Okay. I don't want multiple developers. Again, it will block. I'll come to that basically multiple reviewers later. For now, just I'm adding one. Now, if you see here, if you want to link this particular fix into some work items, these are the work items we have created. Hope you remember, right? Now, directly I can link it to the work items which we have created as part of my repos. Did we do anything here? It is connected automatically. So it is fetching the data details from my boards. So now I can connect. Assume this particular feature is to some user story, maybe user story 39. It is linked to that now. Or maybe it is linked to multiple user story 40, right? So you can add like this. Okay. Here you can add the tags based on the context. This is very useful when you want to do pipeline, right? When you want to run the pipeline based on this tag, you can decide. So you can use something F1 or F2. Until and unless if you use this, there is no event. So you have, okay, I don't want right now. So this is how you can connect. So here there are two options. One is create, another one is create draft. We'll see what create draft as later. Let us go and create it. Okay. Done. Your pull request is active now. Okay. See here. This particular user, who am I right now? This guy propose to merge the changes from my feature F2 to master. Okay. Ideally, for demo purpose, I added myself as a reviewer, but in real time, the person who is actually creating a pull request, we can control that whether he can be a reviewer or not, all those things. Okay. Now I have created a pull request. Now go here. This is your pull request here. Okay. This is what here. Okay. Clear? Now I want to see what files have been modified as part of this pull request. Click on this here. It is clearly showing the difference. The F1 is replaced with F2. Okay. Whether you want to see the diff like this or you want to see side by side is up to you. You can choose. Right? This is old. This is new. So I have made changes only to one line. If there are changes in multiple lines, you can see all the changes. Right? Assume everything is okay. I'm happy as a reviewer. Let's say I'll approve. Okay. See here right now it is.
So can this be
Yes,
considered as a CA? I mean, continuous integration kind of thing.
sorry, Charan.
Yeah, can this be considered CI? I mean, continuous
I,
integration.
I'll come to CA maybe if possible today or tomorrow. Okay.
Oh,
We'll talk
okay.
about that CA. So now what we have done, once as an approver, I approved it. You can see here, this is approved, right? Clear? Now, if you go back to our overview here, so-and-so user approved the pull request, right? It will first this guy is created. Now this guy is approved. You can add some comments and approve, reject, whatever you want, you can do, right? You can add some comment, maybe. Looks fine. In real time, these users are different, okay? Because multiple people will be working, right? So like this, if you add something, looks fine, whatever it is, all the information you can add, right? I got some feedback, so I can reply to that, the reviewer message. I can reply, resolve, maybe something. I can suggest something here, right? That way. Okay. Now, I just approved the request. Is it completed? The merge part, right? Here, we have something. When there are multiple people are physically, I'll show you when we discuss about draft. Either I can complete or mark as a draft, Assume if I'm not at all happy with this, I can abort this. For now, I'll just complete it. When I am selecting as complete, you can see here, this is what I was talking about. Complete associated work items after merging, right? Because you can link your work items, right? Then delete the branch after merging because it has no purpose after merging it in remote, right? That we are completing by selecting these checkmarks. In case if you want to use the custom message for the commit other than the default one, you can select and add whatever you want. Basically, you have to write your own message, then just complete merge. I'll do that. You see here, merging pull request. You can see here, merged whatever I have to complete it. Now, if you go and check into the files over here, yes, that feature branch has gone. Now you go and check in master branch. Earlier master branch was pointing to F1. Now if you go and check here, is F2. Right? Merged. Now what I should do? First check the branch.
Yeah.
Right now I'm in feature branch. What I should do? Click checkout. Master. Right? Now what I should do?
Can you check Git log now? Oh, yeah,
Get
we
those
haven't.
changes.
Yeah, sorry, we haven't pulled anything.
You should pull those changes.
Yes. Got it.
Now I don't need this branch anymore. Okay. What is the command to delete branch?
The branch happened with D space between.
Or deleted. Now check the.
Yes,
I have only one.
because
Now
it's
back to square.
yeah.
Right?
What will it show if we check Git log now?
It will be F2 because
Okay.
we have pulled the changes from the master.
Mm.
So whatever has been modified in the future branch has come to master branch now. Okay. This is the systematic way of doing, right? Nothing complicated, very simple. This is what every day the developer teams will create the pull request, the reviewers will review it, then they will merge it to the integration branch like this. Right? Developer 1, developer 2, developer 3, there will be a number of developers. All of these people probably want to merge their changes, then they have to create a respective pull request. They'll create a pull request, they'll send it to review, all those things. Okay?
I
Any
have a
question?
query here.
Yes.
So when you showed about the approvers and after approve, there are three options, right? Complete, abandon, and some other additional comments. So let's just say we have three approvers and two of them approved and one abandoned it. So what will happen?
I'll cover that scenario. Okay?
Okay.
I'll cover
Okay.
that. Yeah. Yeah. So basically what happens, in server we have a master, on the server itself we have development. From the development branch, I'll create local feature branch and a local feature branch B. Then I'll push it to the server first. First, I will merge into the development branch, right? Feature A, feature B, all those things. Developer 1, developer 2, developer 3, developer. Everyone will merge their changes into assume development branch. Then in one go, we will merge from development branch to master branch. From the master branch, we will connect our CI/CD pipelines, again, the release pipelines, and we will release it to the further customers, basically deploy. Okay. Clear? Any doubt? This is what happens every day in real time. How to integrate, how to enable CI/CD, we'll see that. Yes. Okay. Before enabling CI/CD, we have to see a few more things like policies and all. Right. Now you know how to create a pull request, right? And how to add the approvers. And once the approver approves the pull request, then how the merge will happen, all those things. But there can be some deviations, right? Sometimes what happens, at least two people should approve. Only then I should be able to complete my pull request. Otherwise, what will happen? I'll create a pull request. I myself mark it as a complete. And it's of no use, right? It is like the previous case. Then there is no process which we have followed here, right? Because I'm only adding as myself reviewer and I'm only approving. So now I want multiple people have to be reviewed before completing my merge request. For that, you have to create something called a branch policy. Okay, branch policies. In that policy, we can specify all our requirements. Where do we specify? Where do we create this branch policy? Let's say, go back to your portal. Where is my branches? Okay. Select the branch where you want. Right now, master here. In these three dots, you have branch policies. Go to the branch policies. Here. Require a minimum number of reviewers. Right now it is off. I'll switch it on. Unless and until two people have reviewed, then only the complete button will get enabled. And who should be those two people? It can be two additional people, or here, allow requested to approve their own changes. Right? Basically, I am reviewing my code only, right? Before marking it as complete. Allow requesters to approve their own changes. This is one option. Assume some scenarios, maybe one or two developers will be there, or the other developer may be in leave. So I have to approve myself to follow the process, right? That is one thing. Prohibit the most recent pushers from approving their own changes. This is one option. If you want to use this option, you can this, right? Basically, what it is mean, the last person who is pushing, whether we should allow that person or not, right? Allow completion even if some reviewers vote to wait or reject. This is what your doubt, right, Charan? Assume there are multiple developers,
Yes, yeah.
right? So again, you have an option here, whether you want to consider that scenario, go ahead and move on further, or reject. Or if one guy is rejected, let us go ahead and reject. Okay. Whether you want to wait or reject. If you want to allow in that scenario also, select this. In that case only, you have to select this option. When new changes are pushed, what should happen? There are three options again. Okay. Require at least one approval on the last iteration. Rest all code review votes. What does it mean? Assume you have created a pull request. For some reason, you have modified the code. By that time you created a pull request, and after between the review and at the time of your pull request creation, you have made some changes locally and you have pushed those changes. In that scenario, what you should do? Require at least one approval on the last iteration. So one more person should approve when you do the new changes. Okay. Or reset all approval votes. What it does not reset or reject. This reset all code reviewers votes. Assume there are multiple reviewers are there. So I'm going to reset. The recommended way is this one, because We really don't know what changes he has made after that, right? It is always a recommended practice to review the changes altogether. Though he has created a pull request, after creating a pull request, he has modified something. To review both. Okay. So these are the options which you have. These are the policies which you can select. I don't want to select. Just giving demo purpose, whatever it is. So we'll do one thing. Instead of one, we will do two reviewers. Okay. Allow requested to approve because I have to try myself first. Okay. Let us see the demo now. So for this, what we should do? We should start from the, as usual, what we should do? Git pull origin master. I know this is latest. Just for practice, I'm pulling it. Always it is. And what is the command? Git branch F3. We have done F2, right? And let us go at F3. Right? Something, right? What happened? On branch F3, nothing to commit. Why? We did not save that. Huh? I think we forgot to save. We saved it, right? What happened? What is the problem there? In that case, always check the status. Now it has modified. Okay. Git push origin F3. Now go ahead. Where is my repos branches? Right? There are two branches now. Here. To update it, whichever you want. Create a pull request. Again, F3 into master. Whatever it is. Now I'll add myself. I'll just add. I'll create. Earlier, that's what we have done. You see here? It is set auto complete. What does it mean? It is giving a clear. At least two reviewers must approve it. Right? What does it mean set autocomplete? As soon as the second approver approves it, then it will be marked as complete. Okay, I'll approve it. See here, this still set autocomplete. It is not changed to complete. But what is this? So this is the reason. Okay. Here, approve with some suggestions, wait for author and reject. Right? You can do whatever you want. It's a I'm adding. Waiting for author. Maybe something. Maybe you can add something. Please, or whatever it is. Add something. Mention something. Okay. You can add some comment. Right here. This is waiting for it. Okay. Now again approve. See here. Everything, whatever is happening, everything is getting locked here. Okay. Now it will not mark it as complete until and unless the second approver approves it. Right? One user approved, and who is the other user? We don't have. You want to tag, if you want to add work items for this, even after creating your pull request, also you can link your pull request to your work items. So this is what we have created a policy. Okay. Let's go to report. Now do one thing. We'll go to master branch. This is another important feature. I'll modify, edit. Okay. Something, blah, 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 commit. See here. What does it mean? When a policy is created, then direct commit into the master branch is not allowed at all. The only way we can add or modify the changes in the master branch is via a pull request. Why? Because the policy says that you have to review the code, whatever you are trying to modify in the master branch. Your master branch is like a production. I don't want to touch people without following the proper process. There is some reason why you have set the process, right? So until and unless if you remove the policy, it will not allow. Even if you are modifying a small thing, that has to go through the policy. Okay? Clear? These are the few things. The same thing, whatever we discussed, the rule, whatever we tried, all those things. So two things we are still right. One is create, another one is create pull request. What is this draft pull request? Right? So sometimes you have to create a draft pull request. There are few small changes between the actual pull request and actual. See, there are build validation policies which are enabled but not run automatically. So maybe when we talk about pipelines, right, we will connect these things. There are certain things, right? As soon as some pull request is completed, right? Assume you have a pull request. As soon as you complete something, then go ahead and start my pipeline. I'll show you that. Go to branches. Leave this. I don't want. Go to any branch. There will be something called build validations here, right? If build validations are succeeded, then only the pull request will be completed. So we'll talk about this later. That is what just I want to mention few things. Build validations will be there, but they are not going to run automatically. They can be manually queued by selecting them. So the manually someone has to go. Voting is disabled while draft vote, right? What is voting? I showed you. I think I showed you. Yes.
Is it approvers or is it a different thing?
Sorry?
I mean, voting means is it about the approvers or is it
Approvers
a
only.
different?
As part of complete, we saw voting, right?
Because when it is in a part of draft, then we don't have any voters to
Right. That
approve or
voting option will not be there. Basically, the voting option is disabled. Required reviewers are not automatically added. So I was telling you, right? So you can add reviewers, default reviewers. Branches, branch policies. Okay. Yeah. Automatically include reviewers. You can add by default some reviewers automatically. Okay. So irrespective of whether you are adding or not, automatically these reviewers will get added. Right? Even the pull requester doesn't add them, automatically the system will add it. Okay. That is the meaning. Notifications are sent while a draft mode, but only to reviewers that you explicitly. Generally, what happens if you create an actual pull request, automatically the notifications will be sent to the reviewers. But whereas in draft mode, until and unless if you explicitly specify, it will not do it. Okay. And draft pull requests are displayed with the badge basically. So my pull request. Yeah, you'll get some draft. We'll do one thing. We'll create a draft pull request. Create a new pull request. Okay, first we'll close that existing pull request. Okay, this is what I have. For now, I just have abandon this. Abandon. Now, if I say pull request, it will move to abandon. If it is a pull request already there in the branch, it will not allow you to add again because why do you want to repeat that? So now we'll do one thing. New pull request. Web the branch. While creating, I'll move it as a create draft. Okay. Here you can see publish. Unless you select as a publish, it will be in draft mode only. There will not be any notification sent to. You see here. This is what actually I explained here. Sometimes maybe interview questions. What is the difference? Okay. Once the draft request is pushed into publish mode, then all the notifications, everything will be sent. Like whoever is the reviewer, all the information. Okay. Now, what we'll do, assume if a pull request is already completed, what we can do, how to revert basically, right? To undo a pull request, open the completed pull request and select revert. Let us go and check that also. This we completed F2, right? Go there, here, and click on revert. So the changes which you have made, those changes will get reverted. What exactly the meaning of this revert? We'll talk about that when you have a revert, reset, all those things.
Okay. So it will make it back to normal like before a close, right?
No, assume you have completed a pull request. What actually pull request is doing? It is merging the changes from your
Some branch to master.
branch to some branch, right?
Yeah, some branch.
You
Yes.
want to undo that. So you can come back. Assume there are 50 files modified. Rather than going to everyone and doing it, you can undo the pull request itself. So whatever changes have been merged as part of the particular pull request will get reverted back.
Okay, so don't we need any approvers stating whether we need to demerge or do this thing?
This will be doing by the main guys only, right? The
Okay.
approvers, reviewers basically.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay, I am in a perspective that I am a admin here. So okay, fine.
Right.
Okay, we have given the same thing for here also, right?
That is the reason I'm able to do it.
Okay. Okay. And then what is the cherry pick?
I'll talk about that cherry pick. Cherry pick is nothing but assume you have done 10 commits. Okay. Out of 10 commits, developer 2 wants the particular commit, maybe a 10th commit or 8th commit. Okay. You have made basically 10 changes. Out of 10 changes, I want to pick only the 8th change. In that case, I can specify the 8th change SHA ID and pick that only, that alone. Out of all those things, if I want to pick only one, I can pick. If I want to pick that, I'll
Okay.
explain that couple
Yeah,
of slides.
within the same demerging, right? Or multiple
Same, same.
multiple. Okay. Fine. Okay. Ji.
Actually, when you do the revert, it will create a new branch. So whatever changes were done will reflect back here. And the master, in master, it will be under. Okay, that basically the target branch, it will revert. Once it is undone the changes, it will also create a new branch just for. Okay.
Okay, the changes which were made, right? So
Right.
obviously it will keep it in a directory or something like that.
Exactly.
And for example, while while merging, there was a, I mean, for the first pull request while merging, we had an option, right? Delete the existing F2
Branch.
yes
Mhm.
branch. So we don't get to see those kind of reverting back those changes, right? Hello.
So that is different, right? That what we are, what that means when you are merging it, right? See, once the code is merged into master, why do you need that temporary branch which you have just created just for the pull request purpose, which is of no use? That is the reason you have an option that you want to delete it or you want to retain it. It's up to you. But the recommended practice is delete it because it is of no use. Okay. Certain things again linked to will be linked to your process and policies. So once you revert those changes, again you'll have an option to create pull request in case if you want to put it back. Okay, that is what I mentioned here. Target branch or the topic branch name, or the selected create pull request and so on. Right? If you want to merge back, again you can create a pull request. You go and check. If you go to master branch, the code, whatever. See here, this F2 only. Can go and check whether it is. I don't remember what change was made. Okay, but it will undo the changes. Okay, these are the policies and how you will play with the pull request, all those things. Now we'll see what are the different types of merges. Okay. That is the document. Any doubt here? So we'll see. Squash merging using the pull request. Till now, what we have seen, how we actually create a pull request, and at that time of pull request creation, all the commits which are there in the new branch or future branch or whatever that is, right? All those changes will get merged into the your target branch. In our case, it is master branch or main branch or integration branch. Now, what is going to happen when we work with the pull request? We may not be actually interested. Let's say developer might have done it multiple commits, maybe 50 commits. I'm really not bothered about his in his day-to-day activities. Let's say day one, he'll come. I fixed my day one so and so, day two so and so, day three so and so. Ultimately, what is he doing? He might be working for some future. Let's say my future one. When I am taking the source code from his future, all the history of his commits, I'm really not bothered about it. What work he has done every day out of 1 week. Ultimately, what I need, whether he has completed my feature or not, right? In that scenario, we will use the squash merge. Ultimately, what we need, the final change, right? We are not interested at all in multiple commits, what was done in day to day, right? So what we'll do, its status, where am I right now? First check always git branch. I'm not bothered about checkout master, right? Git pull origin master. Why am yes this again spelling mistake? Okay, let's clear it.
It's ORIGIN.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, you have given the word as ORGN. So, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I'm not interested in this branch. Git branch -d
Hyphen D paste.
branch name. So now we got an error. Why it is giving an error? We have created a feature branch, but did we merge that? Because of two reviewers, we did not complete the pull request.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the warning. You have not considered the changes, what has been merged or the changed in feature branch are not considered. So in that case, I'm sure that this is a valid. Instead of small d, if I give capital D with force, it will delete. Okay. Lowercase will work only if the changes of the feature branch are already taken into some master branch or other branch, then only it will work. Otherwise, it will throw an error. If you are sure that I'm okay with that, even if I'm losing the branch, go ahead and use the capital D. Okay. Now, git branch, I'll use F4. Right. Dot. Yeah. What I'll do, line 1. Yes, there one. Close it. -m line 1 hyphen A. What I'll do, I'm trying to create multiple commits here. That's all. Okay. Line 2. Okay. I'll add one more line so that it is easy for me to explain. That's why. Now, what we have done, 3 commits we have created. Line 1, line 2, which is my line 3. I not added line 3. What happened? Nothing to commit. Why? Line 3 we have added, right? Now I have line 1, line 2, line 3. Okay. Let us push. Pushed into the server. Now I go here. Where is my repository? Files. Branches. How many branches we have? So many branches are there. So I don't want this branch. Delete it. Delete. Okay. Can you see something here? It is 3 means there are F4 is 3 commits forward than the master. Okay. If you look at the commits, this is the master commit history. Go to F4. Line 1, line 2, line 3. So these are the 3 extra commits when you compare with the master. Now create a pull request. Lines 1 to 3. Something, right? Create. Oh, okay. I cannot demonstrate this. Let us do one thing. Let's write off those policies just for demo purpose. Okay. Branch policies. Right. Now go to your repos, pull request. Okay. Go here. Now I'll complete this. When I complete this, the changes will be taken from F4 and merged into F4. Right? Done. Normal merge. Nothing special, right? This is what we have done. But when you go to commits, right? See here. 1, 2, 3. 3 commits are there in master. And then the pull request commit. Total how many? 4. But actually, if you look at the code here, right? There is only line 1, line 2, line 3, right? But actually, in server, I'm really not interested to see what developer done in line 1, what developer has done in 2 and 3. Ultimately, where I'm interested in integration branch, I'm interested in only this, right? He might have done some 50 commits for his convenience. I want to combine all these mergers into a single. Basically, I want to squash, right? That is nothing but a squash merge. Squash merge is a merge option that allows you to condense the Git history, right? A single new commit will be created on the branch, right? How to see this? Let us do this. Where am I? Branch. Git checkout master, right? Git pull. Pull origin master. I'm just pulling. See the git log. All will have all line 1, line 2, all those things. Okay. Quit it. Git branch. Version D. Okay. Now 5 I'm creating. Okay. Check out 5. Okay. Now we'll repeat the same thing. Okay. What I have done, what I did just some time back, I'm going to repeat the same thing. Okay. Line 4, save. Sometimes it is not saving. That is the reason this. Git commit -m line 4 -a. Line 5. Just for understanding purpose, I'm just adding line 1, line 2. In real time, the real code changes will be there. 5, right? I'll add line 6. Just trying to create some 3, 4 commits, that's all. Now check the git log. You should see all those 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now what we'll do, push this code. Okay. What happens? Git push. This is the branch, feature 5, right? Right? Now I have pushed my changes. Okay. What's this? Commits, if you go and check here. Sorry, in master, we have only 1, 2, 3, 4. Go and check. Now we have 4, 5, 6. Right? Now you go and create a pull request. Refer to master. Right? Maybe to test the squash. Create it. Now, what we did earlier, we have done the complete directly. Okay. Now, we have an option here, basically. Right? Here. I will change this time squash commit. Squash, basically. Okay. I'm just changing that option. What does it do? Linear history with only a single commit on the target branch. That is what I'm going to do it. And complete my merge. Merging pull request. Let it complete. Now completed the merge request. Only the difference which we will find from the previous one is in commits. You see here. Earlier, what was there? Line 1, line 2, line 3 were there. Do we have 4, 5, 6 now? We don't have. But if you see the changes made, all are there, 4, 5, 6. So what happened here? The multiple commits are combined together and squashed and merged into this thing. The beauty of this is we are reducing lot of commit history. In real time, now we are seeing only one, but in real time, there will be hundreds of commits. Over a period of time, it is really difficult to manage all those things. Right? You will get confused which commit, what commit, all those things. So it is always a recommended practice to maintain a linear history in the integration branches or master branch or released branch. Okay, clear? This is what a squash merge. Merging squash. Okay, I'll stop it here. We'll see other options. Thank you. Any doubt?
Yeah, I have one small doubt actually.
Yes.
I don't know if it's covered. So actually, you are deleting from the Azure server also the feature, and then you are deleting in the command box also, right? So that is from the server, and this deleting is from your local copy, right?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. If there are no doubts, see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.